What's up, y'all? It's James Disciple Johnson, and we're video number 3 about how to shoot compelling devotional video. So, first and most important thing, know what you're going to talk about before you get in front of a camera. So when I have a message inside of me, I ask the Lord, what do you want me to say? I don't want to say a sermon, I want to say a message, something directly from God. And that's usually a one-sentence, simple thing. So tell them I love them, or teach them about fasting. Once I know specifically what I'm supposed to be saying, what I'm supposed to be talking about, then I'll ask the Lord, what scriptures do you want me to read? And he'll give me a reference, or he'll give me a clip of some words, and I can go and Google it real quick to find what the reference is. And so I write myself a page of notes. I got a script before I sit down. So right now I'm talking very off the cuff, but normally when I'm sitting down for a disciple moment, I've got a script. Now, specifically, I hang that script underneath my camera. So literally, I'll take this page of handwritten notes and I will set it. I will tape it right on the tripod, right here underneath the camera, so that when I'm talking to the camera, I can talk to the camera and not be down here with my notes. I don't want to be down here. I want to be right here. And if I have to look at my notes, I can do this, not this. Okay? Makes sense? I want to look right here for my notes and then keep on going. And what's important about that is when you're shooting, you can look around the camera, up, down, you can move your eyes around. You don't have to be dead on the camera all the time, so that when you do look down at your notes, like this right here, it's not such a big surprise, okay? So, number 1, have a script, know what you're going to be talking about. Number 2, be prepared. Run through your script a couple of times. I'm sorry, the camera's kind of shaky right now. I'm driving through some construction zone, and it's shaky. Run through your script a couple times. Make sure that you know what you're supposed to be saying. Don't deviate from your script. Don't go off into left field. The Holy Spirit's going to tell you what to say. You're going to write it down. You're going to stay with your script. If you're off there talking and off the cuff, you're going to run your video too long and people aren't going to watch it. Which brings me to the third thing. Keep your video under 10 minutes as much as possible. 3 to 5 minutes. Make your point. Get it done. Move on. Don't shoot these at 20-minute and half-hour-long epics unless you really need to, because generally people are going to move on. They're not going to watch all of it. If you're shooting an epic, it had better be epic, okay? 18 minutes, too long. 15 minutes, too long. 12 minutes, too long. Under 10 minutes, and it's best if it's 3 to 5 minute. If you really need to, if you really have that much content to cover, then make yourself a couple different videos, okay? Next thing, and I think this is vitally important, don't just stay in one spot without modulating your voice. Use one tone the whole way through, okay? You want to be epic. So I'm talking at different levels. I'm looking around. I'm making facial expressions. I'm using my hands where necessary. I'm making sense so that you see me as a dynamic speaker and not just, hi, this is James Disciple Johnson, and I'm here speaking into the camera. Live loud, make facial expressions. Make large facial expressions. If you're gonna make one, don't just like barely move, be big about it. Be evident. You don't have to change your personality, but remember that you are acting. This is acting. This is live TV or whatever you want to call it. This is something that thousands of people are going to watch. Give them something to watch. Be sincere about it. Move into the camera for emphasis if necessary. Make sure that you're being active and alive, so you keep people engaged in what you're doing, and it's not just something boring. Okay? So, last thing. Did you notice I just paused the camera? That's right. My camera's got a pause button here, and I can pause what I'm doing on my phone. My phone has a pause button. If you've got a pause button, there's nothing wrong with using it, because if you get lost in the middle of what you're saying, using that pause button to pause your video as you're talking gives you the opportunity to regroup, take a deep breath, get yourself back in the game. If not, let the camera keep shooting. If you screw up, that's where Adobe Premiere Clip comes into place. You can just cut the video, get rid of the bad stuff that you didn't like, and keep on going. So if you make a mistake, I made a mistake, I'll wave my hands to tell myself when I'm scrolling through, that's where I stopped to cut it, and then we start again. And as I was saying, we just move right along without anybody ever knowing you made a mistake, okay? So you can pause, take a deep breath, do what you got to do to get yourself recombobulated, so that you don't fail on yourself, okay? Last thing I want you to know. Also, very important, engage with people during the video. Encourage them to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Encourage them, if the video's done them some good, to go and share it with somebody else that they think needs to hear it. Encourage them to go to your page. In my case, James Disciple Johnson Facebook page and James Disciple Johnson YouTube page, and like, share, and subscribe, and follow your page, whatever, so that they will engage with you in the future. Remember, you're not building your kingdom, you're building God's kingdom. But you also need to make sure that you use the basics of marketing yourself on Facebook so that people can have an opportunity to receive the word that the Lord has about them. And that's what it's all about. Them receiving the word the Lord has for them, which in this case is coming from you. I'm James Disciple Johnson. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. God bless you today.